So January is just about upon us, which in the DJ world is DJ booking month. This is contract month. January and February are when, over the last 25 years, I probably have written 40% of my bookings for the year in January and February. It's just the way it's been, especially in the upper Midwest where we live. This is a great time, though, before that hits. Generally, after New Year's Eve, you give it a couple of days, and it's like the Monday after New Year's Eve. We find, looking back at numbers, it is that the Monday, Tuesday after New Year's Eve is like a prime time when brides or grooms are online checking you out, looking at, our traffic numbers have just been fabulous. So you've got a little time to prepare. One thing I wanted to recommend you prepare for that is if you don't have this, we've had some videos recently that have talked about timelines. Brian Red had one, Jay Brandon had one, but I would really highly recommend putting together a wedding timeline. You've been doing weddings in your market for a number of years, so you've got an idea of how those go together. And what I like to do is I like to have a couple of different timelines that I put together. I have my traditional wedding timeline, which is basically the upper Midwest timeline. And the way we do weddings here is that they have the ceremony, they go from the ceremony, they run to the reception hall, and then there is the introduction of the wedding party, and then there's a dinner, and then we start the dance about 2 hours later with the first dance and any spotlight dances, and then we continue on. That's my traditional. So I have that timeline. Then I have some other timeline options. And I've actually put some additional custom timelines together and showing some, what could be. What could work if we move, say the first dance to a different location, or we want to spotlight. I have a little page that has, if we wanted to hypothetically spotlight the father-daughter, if I have a bride that's one of the most important parts of her wedding day is her dance with her dad, here's how we can spotlight that within the timeline. And the way we set it up is going to be something that we talk about in our consultation. But she can see that, wow, to do this, he's moved things around. Well, that will bring the question why, and that's what I want. But right now is your time to put the timeline together, and it needs to be something that they can physically see, whether it's something that will be on your website that a bride can go and after she's requested information can look at. It might be a PDF you can email out. It might be something that you're going to mail out. But to have an actual timeline with numbers in it is really important, and it really has been a wonderful sales tool component for us here the last probably 7-8 years. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News.